Hey, Nick. Um, I guess when the Dodgers made their move to add the infielder from Korea, did that kind of strike your idea that maybe you guys could get Lux for a decent return?
We talked about it a couple weeks ago. We knew he was available. We knew they were trying to get the somebody else. We didn't know exactly who, but um, and we talked about it internally. We kept tabs with them. Jeff Groppe did a good job of keeping tabs with them on where they were with it, and it came about over the last probably handful of days, mostly since they signed the Korean kid.
How does he fit positionally into what you guys are doing?
If you look at our team last year, I think, people argue we had too many infielders to begin the year, and obviously that didn't play itself out. We were last in WAR in third base, first base, and DH. So if he comes in, we look at him as a guy that's going to play second base, play some outfield, and play and DH some in spring training. We'll also give him a look at third and short and see where it is and see where he is defensively with all of those positions. But we think that he's a quality left-handed hitter that just lengthens our lineup out.
Does
What
that
would be
mean
oh, go ahead.
McLean and center more?
No,
Or
we'll figure that out in spring training. I think with just being able to add a cost-controlled left-handed hitter that is hit well against right-handed pitching. There's an interesting article in Fangraphs that Jay Jaffe wrote about him and some of the changes he made in the second half, which was interesting. Just trying to swing harder and do a little bit more damage. And I think he had the 13th highest WRC plus in the second half. But with him, it's a guy that we feel has a chance to come in and be in our lineup and lengthen that lineup out.
Did you have eyes on him in the second half? I saw those numbers. They pop off of the page.
Yeah, we did. I mean, we've seen him in the second. We saw him in the second half. We have, we've got guys that scout games, and then our analytics group as well. And we definitely had eyes on him.
Do you guys envision needing more bats than Gavin Lux, or are you still looking for more offense?
Yeah, if we could add, completely, if we can add somebody to better our club, we're going to look at it. We're going to look at any way to continue to make this club the best we possibly can going into the season.
It looks like just doing back of the cocktail napkin math that you guys might be approaching roughly your budget. I mean, obviously, this is an ad without taking anything away. How much flexibility do you have left?
We've got a little bit, not a ton. I think we're just kind of working through that right now. With we looked at one of the things we looked at was trading the draft pick, saved us some money there as well. So instead of trading a prospect and picking the player, which we could help put into major league payroll as well.
How much did his knee injury, do you think, played into his slow start last year as well, besides the change he made?
I mean, obviously, coming off an ACL tear, you miss a whole year. You're going to have some ups and downs, and it probably played some. I haven't talked to him. I know Brad and Tito talked to him, but I think that you're hoping that that's part of it. He's a guy with really good upside. Even still, with where he is right now, he still has some room to run to get better.
speaking of running, Nick, his speed kind of took a dip after the ACL injury. Do you guys see like last year's maybe that was just kind of getting that 1 year back, or is this just someone getting older and slower?
I mean, I think when you have leg injuries, it's going to slow you down a little bit. Not sure he's going to come back to being the burner that he was, but at the same time, you never know. Some of those times, some of those guys, it takes a little while, and they get that speed back once they get more comfortable on their legs.
Hey, based on what we've seen so far, just coming back about 10,000 feet here, it looks like some of what we talked about with the teams that were affected by the TV revenue stuff maybe have not done as much, certainly not signed as many free agents. You guys have done a lot in trades. How do you feel you stack up right now? Maybe in particular in your division, where I think all but one team I mean, of the other four, I don't think they've really added anything from the outside in a significant major league way.
I mean, we've got a good division. It's the Brewers were really good last year. The Cubs have added some players. The Cardinals still have some really good players, and the Pirates made some additions to that. With obviously they have their pitching staff, and they've got added Horwitz, the hitter that they got from Toronto. They're still good teams. I think we look at it as we've got about 6 more weeks of the off season left, and we're going to try to do the best we can to improve this club.
Nick, do you envision that Gavin Lux, I know he's played a little bit of outfield in the past, I think. Do you see him possibly playing out there at all?
Yeah, we're like I said before, we're going to look at him at second base, the outfield, DH, some shortstop, some third base in spring training, and see what works, what doesn't work. And I think it's going to sort itself out in spring training where best everyone fits and to go into the season.
Anyone else? 1, 2, 3.
Trent,
Go ahead, Trent.
No, that was a wave. Sorry, that was a wave, not raising my hand.
gotcha.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. Tomorrow we're going to have Gavin Lux. He's celebrating his grandpa's 91st birthday tonight, so he's not available.
Makes sense.
Thank you very much.
What part of the day
Thanks, Nick.
do we
Thanks, guys.
anticipate that?